I'm going to read this download that I had to write down. I was almost going to just get on and just let it flow out of my mouth. And I'm like, for what? I have to write it down. Anyway, I'm going to write this down and then I'll just read what I wrote. And this will be a nice little bedtime story for somebody, or a nice little story that can be a pearl of great price to somebody. Okay. But the message of this, or the title of this would be The Price You Pay. Please count the cost. You and the number 2. Number 2 represents balance, harmony, working together, and being aligned. So we're going to keep all that in mind as we listen to this message, this Oracle Pearl of Great Price. Okay? And so listen, you are self. And I'm telling self right now that if you're here, this message must be for you. Okay? This message is an Oracle Pearl of Great Price. You can keep it, you can clutch it, you can rock it, or you can give it away, but don't give your pearls to pigs, or they will trample you. Okay? And so, ask and you shall receive, right? Ask and you shall receive. The problem is that many of us ask, but think that we can easily skip the steps in between that must be taken before we receive, in that order, right? Many of us despise the process. These steps we must take is a process that many of us despise. There's 2 steps. Remember, you and the number 2. Right? Being in alignment, in harmony with your compassionate spirit helpers to receive anything that you ask for without any sorrow, any painful toil, or any harmful causations, right? So the first step is to count the cost. All right? That's what I'm titling this message. To count the cost. The second step is to pay the price. If you do not take these steps before you receive what you ask for, then what you ask for can hurt you, right? So I'm quite sure somebody can hear this message and think of many, many ways that this is possible. Because if you've lived life, you've gone through it already. But I can give you an example of how this is possible. But it depends on what you ask for. You can ask self. You can ask your higher self, your spirit self. You can ask God. You can ask spirit, your compassionate spirit helpers and co-creators within self and within universe. You can ask to be, for example, internet famous, to grow your YouTube channel, your TikTok, your Instagram, and or to increase your supporters for your podcast. But Omni Spirit, Omni means all spirit working together with you, in harmony with you, you and the number 2, you're number 1, spirit's number 2, spirit's number 1, you're number 2. You're going to have to, spirit or Omni Spirit is going to have to extend 2 hands out to you to do some receiving, right? And so spirit is going to extend the left hand, and spirit is going to extend the right hand. The left hand is to receive the price you must pay. You hear that? I gotta check on that. I'm back. Let's put you over here, self. Because myself might be the only one receiving this message right now. But who knows? Somebody else might click on it and receive it. Okay. So, the right hand is to give you what you deserve. What you ask for is going to be what you deserve. Okay? When you ask higher self, And co-creators for anything, Spirit will also have an ask. Okay, so you're not the only one doing the asking here. All right, Spirit responds by giving you the price you must pay. In this case, it will be 2 bills. All right. And so because Spirit is asking, the price you will pay will not be $2 bills. Okay, Spirit has no use for 2 physical dollar bills. Okay, Spirit receives energy, right? And so it will be 2 other kinds of bills. Need some water. The first bill is your ego. Okay, ego is energy. Spirit will need your ego. That's the first bill. The second bill is your fear. Fear is also energy. Fear is spirit. Your ego is spirit. Okay? If you do not put these 2 bills in the left hand of Spirit, Spirit's receiving hand, before you take what you ask for from the right hand of Spirit, then your internet fame that you ask for, the growth of your YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, and your podcast supporters can and or will tie your ego around your neck, then throw you into the sea of your own fear. Troubled waters. Your troubled waters, right? And water represents your emotions in this case. And you can go through emotional distress like a mug, okay? You see, Spirit does not need to take anything from you, but you need to count the cost and pay the price so that your blessings will make you rich with no sorrow, no harmful causations, and no painful toil. And so I listen to many internet influencers who say that they've received death threats and insults while also receiving praise. But those who give Spirit the price of those 2 bills, your ego and your fear, will preserve their life and rise above the troubled waters. Okay, above the praise that can turn into insult and threats that can induce fear and trembling. Not in all cases do you have to be careful of what you ask for, but you must be careful to count the cost and pay the price. Okay, there's a quote, a Bible quote that says, "The blessings of the Lord will make you rich and add no sorrow." Well, who's the Lord that's blessing you? Well, when I think of Lord, or the term used Lord, right? I think of one of the fruits of the Spirit, which is self-control. And so if you are controlling yourself, you are Lord of yourself. And so in your asking, you are asking self. You are asking that self that is in alignment with your other selves, in alignment with your compassionate spirit helpers, in alignment, and yourself that is in alignment is your higher self. And your higher self knows exactly how to give you what you ask for with no painful toil, no harmful causations, and no sorrow, okay? No tears, no troubled waters, okay? No tying millstones around your neck, which is your ego, in this case, is that millstone, and throwing you into the sea of troubled waters, right? And so, beloved, pick up these pearls and rock them. Don't trample them. Only pigs trample pearls. And only pigs are served as bacon, right? So you can leave a comment of encouragement. You can share these pearls to edify someone. And you can subscribe if you feel my vibe and you think you're part of my tribe. Ashe. Svaha.